cosmos. In the vast universe, the history of humanity is but a flash of light from a lone star. The life of a single person should be lost in space and time. But among the stars, there is one light that burns brighter than all others. The light of Samus Aran. Her battles extend beyond her life and etch themselves into history. Here, another chapter of that history will be written.
Hello everybody, my name is Rollock, and welcome to my newest Let's Play, and the first Let's Play of the year, Metroid Prime. It's been a while since we've done a Metroid game, being Zero Mission. 3-4 years ago? It was a long time ago. This is Metroid Prime, the first one, the next one in the timeline. That is the order I'm doing things here. Metroid Prime being the first of the 3D games, and of like one of the 5 ones. It's very different from the side-scroller games. You got free aiming and a first-person view, able to shoot the charge beam, able to hold the charge beam, and fire it off. Morph ball, jump around, roll around. And new to the Prime games are the visors. You're starting off with just the basic combat visor, which is your HUD for just combat. Shows your beam, your map, your mini-map, like the radar enemy. Next up, we got the scan visor. Using this thing is pretty much what you're going to be doing 80% of the time, as it reveals helpful information about several different things, enemies, lore, several devices, and other things. So many things. You're going to be using it a lot. It's also going to be used to open a lot of doors, or just activating things to activate said doors, such as that little thing there. As for now, we can also just scan pretty much any environmental detail, such as reactor core and propulsion current, status, environment, and normal. A lot of minor detail things. But trust me, you will be doing this a lot. Such as this. When simply you just need to activate, say, the airlock. Although it looks like there's just space everywhere, so it's kind of redundant at this point. Shoot to open doors as per usual in the previous games. When you scan something of significance, it will go into details, such as the morphology of the parasite. Interstellar vermin, they travel in swarms. Indigenous to Tallon IV, a single parasite is harmless to larger life forms. However, they tend to travel in large groups, swarming over potential prey. Such swarms can be dangerous. Pretty simple standard enemy, just instantly kill it. Scan this big thing. It also shows incredibly large muscle structures surrounding the jaw area. Fluid sacs containing acid are also detected. Lovely. And this dead guy. Death caused by a severing of the spinal cord. Yeah, I'm sure that's one way to look at it, not the fact that he just kind of got impaled. Yeah, mostly just a lot of basic stuff, like escape pods have been ejected. Not a lot of helpful information most of the time, but for the most part, you're going to be just scanning. Death caused by a sick burns to body, chemical type unknown. Mostly just like enemies and such are going to be the main thing you're wanting to be scanning about. Space Frigate weak to life signs detected. Birds of large bite marks can be seen on the exoskeleton, so couple shots will do this guy in. Okay. Weak life signs detected. Not anymore. Go ahead and charge this. Blow it up. Certain objects will require you to use more heavier force, such as charging the beam or missiles. Unlike the 2D side-scroller games, you are more likely to use the charge beam to, actual proper fighting effect instead of just blasting missiles. And using the morph ball, we can go into here and step into this hologram. We download the map, similar to how we do it in the side-scrollers. I keep saying that as if we've played a bunch of them, and we've played one Metroid game. Regardless, we've downloaded the map. We're able to take a look in a full 3D spectrum. Not a super large area, but, it's the tutorial zone, so there's not a lot to examine just yet. Got quite a lot more things here to scan. Parasite Queen specimens have become volatile in Deck Beta. All security personnel should report to the biotech research area. Parasitic infestation has been detected in the ventilation systems of Deck Gamma and Beta. Frigate exterior hull stable and fully functional. And Tallon IV ground zero area secure. Greater radiation readings normal. Okay, that's pretty much all there is in that room. So there are some things that we need to take to attention. Being that we can miss certain things to scan. And it's in very, very specific situations, such as like just time-gated areas or enemies that kind of don't reappear after you defeated them already. It is unfortunate, but this is an area, and it's also kind of unfortunate for here as well, because you can't come back here once we're done in this area. But if I resort to my list, yes, I have a checklist this time, so I can actually keep proper check of things. There's really not that much things here. Yeah, I have a handy dandy list. Very helpful, very astute. Created by... Why is your name not in the credits? My guy. I'll put up a name or something. There aren't a lot of things to worry about right now. At best, there are the 4 things we need to worry about, and I don't think we're anywhere close to being near missing them. So we'll just keep going on for now. We will be scanning more things for information, just because it's fun to read stuff. Alright, so similar to the Zelda series, we're able to lock on enemies, strafe around, and by pressing B, the jump button, we're able to do short hops to dodge some blasters. That may have been overkill, but I don't really care. Can't really go down there, can we? No. What are these saying? That's a lot of information. It's like 4 things on one screen. That's crazy. Ballistic support needed specimen off list. Ah. That is not what I wanted to scan. This thing. Auto turret. Use missiles to break outer casing. Pretty simple on that. So, missiles, unlike in the side-scroller games where missiles are pretty much your main use of damage, missiles are a lot more heavier focused. And I think, yes, here is our first of the pirate data. Space pirate encrypted data decoded. Log 09.992.3. Zebus has fallen. All ground personnel are presumed dead, either killed by the hunter-clad metal or in the subsequent destruction of the underground facilities. Our research frigates Orpheon, Syriacus, and Volparagom were in orbit at 0 hour and managed to retreat. Frigate Orpheon is now docked at Vortex Outpost. Orpheon's cargo appears to have a 100% survival rate. Metroids are healthy, but on restricted feeding schedules due to uncertain supply status. We are ready to begin research on the Metroids and other promising life forms. Security status remains at Code Blue. No signs of pursuit from the Hunter. Well, not so much now. Another... Ow. Wow, that really didn't hurt. That's crazy. Oh, hey. Xenotropic life form unstable. Use caution. This is, got those side hopper things from Zebus. Apparently it's not fully dead, unlike, or just in stasis like all the other things here. Yeah. There's a lot of things to scan here, but again, it's just a lot of minor information. Like bioform pain tolerance, fusion analysis. It's just a lot of things that just aren't super helpful of information. Phazon infusion. Whatever Phazon is. Seems to be quite a potent thing that they're using. Considering that they're using it for practically everything here. Let's get up here. There we go. Now, thankfully, health and, by extension, missiles are also not too worried to replenish, because enemies tend to drop these. Small energy replenishes 10 units of energy. These come in 3 different varieties. You are very resilient. So are you. Minimal injuries assessed. Maximum firepower recommended. Say no more. There we go. So yes, energy units come in 3 shapes, being the shapes and sizes, being the purple one being the least amount, restoring 10. There's the red one, which restores 50, and a yellow one that restores 100. No means to fully restore health, aside from just save stations and acquiring a certain upgrade. But it shouldn't be too much of a concern. Oh, there's also this. This is the missile ammunition. Again, 3 types of these. I believe it goes in 3, 5, and then 10s. So yeah. Again, a lot of things to scan. Those pickups are a part of the logbook, which I will be trying to my very best to getting 100% on. Hello. You are fully stable. But also kind of not. I will be trying to the best of my efforts to get 100% in the logbook. I do have a checklist for it, so it can't be that difficult to do, right? So, do the space parts just have, like, something to place in there? Because otherwise it doesn't really make much sense to have something like that. Oh yeah, the charge beam can charge it. You can pick up items that are far away, so you don't have to worry about going for them, like physical contact. It is probably the best way to collect pickups when you're kind of just fighting a bunch of enemies at once. Did I miss a... No, it's right here. This is a save station. Step into these stations to save your game and fully restore your energy. So yeah, we're going to not save the game because this is a Let's Play, but we are going to fully replenish our health. Does not replenish missiles, so don't go too gun-ho. Do I really have to activate this again? Wow, interesting. Do not recall that being a thing, but I guess it is. Anyway. Barely 10 minutes in the game where we got our first boss, this being the Parasite Queen. Parasite female, genetically enhanced by unknown means. A weak spot has been detected in this creature's mouth. Use your auto-targeting to acquire this new target. Scans indicate the presence of potent mutagen, origins unknown. A creature exhibits the ability to fire weapons-grade blast of energy from its mouth, a trait not present in the standard Parasite genome. It appears the pirates have begun a bioengineering program with considerable results. So, those of you who are familiar with, like, Smash Bros. Brawl know the Parasite Queen fires off just a beam. That's pretty much its only form of attack. Otherwise, it is a very simple first boss. There are gaps in the shielding that we obviously want to shoot through. A charge beam does the just good enough damage as the missile does. Oh, that was convenient. Scanning bosses takes a bit longer because there's more information for them, but aside from that, it's not really too complicated.
Evacuate immediately.
And unfortunately, that's caused the reactor core to go critical, so we gotta get the hell out of here. We got 7 minutes to do so, so it's not overly panic-inducing, really. Scan this real quick. Scan and activate things to get going. Typical Samus Aran fashion, where she can't go to a different planet without something glowing up. Not even really a planet, just even a goddamn spaceship. Turn off the auto turret. Take care of these guys. Or not. Jesus. I think it was a target. Okay, I'm just gonna ignore everything. Oh, you guys are really resilient. There we go. Up here we go. Not really too much of a panic or cause for alarm. Ow. Okay, there's a swarm of parasites. I guess the infestation was never taken care of. Come on, open up. As per usual, doors in Metroid Prime. And I have a strained relationship. Put it lightly. At least this is the remastered version and not the original version where those doors take actual centuries to open. I don't understand why it takes so long for that to work, but it just does. And it's very annoying. But we're playing the remastered version, so we don't have to worry about that. Okay, that was a very delayed explosion. Thankfully, these parasites aren't even dealing really that much damage, so we don't really have to worry about them. Like that, deal no damage whatsoever. Missiles. Ow. Turrets, I mean. Let's get moving. God, there's a lot of them. Again, they deal very minute damage, so we don't even really have to worry about them. Just kind of ignore them and pass on. Now, as for what happens when the time runs out, I do not know. I've never had this time run out. They give you plenty of time to evacuate, so it's really not, again, not a huge panic with this time limit. I'm sure if the time runs out, you'll just have to start at the very beginning, probably, knowing these type of games. You just get like a typical game over type of thing. Well, looks like Ridley survived and gone over some new improvements. Hopefully we'll be able to take care of him later. As for now, let's just keep on going. Disable that. There we go.
Protocol malfunction. Missile malfunction. Charge beam malfunction. Grapple beam malfunction.
So yeah, all those handy little upgrades we had, all gone now. This is a common thing in most Metroid games to get you back to essentially starting point 0. Because, you know, it's a video game, you gotta get progression. But this is probably the most egregious and worst examples of such. Are there worse examples? Probably, but I think this is one of the earliest ones where it is just kind of the worst example. Yeah. No, we don't want to save yet. Come on. Welcome to Tallon IV. This is going to be the planet that we are exploring for this game. And starting off, we're also just going to scan our gunship. Hunter-class gunship registered to Samus Aran. You can return to your ship to recharge energy, reload weapons, and save progress in the game. So yes, jump onto the top, or you get an automatic boost. You don't have to worry about not reaching it. Step into the light here to replenish both your health and ammo, as well as the option to save your game. Now then, that was a decently good start to the intro. We're going to be... I have no idea how long these episodes are going to be. I have no idea how long this Let's Play is going to be, but we're going to get started on it fairly soon. Fully moved in. We're all set up to do Let's Plays, so hopefully this one will be good. I'll see you guys next time when we start to explore Tallon IV. See you guys then.